Oftentimes I get asked by first-time buyers and even second-time buyers, what do I need to do? How do I get started? I'm Tijuana Evans. I'm a wife, a mother, a Christian, a boss, an entrepreneur. As you see, I wear many, many hats. I'm a successful and blessed woman. Hello, welcome to episode 2 of Let's Talk with Tijuana. I thank you so much for tuning in with me. This week, we're going to talk about what is real estate for beginners as a buyer. Oftentimes, I get asked by first-time buyers and even second-time buyers, what do I need to do? How do I get started? The very first thing that I suggest that you do is to get connected with a very good realtor. The way in which you can get connected with a good realtor is through Google. You can do a Google search and search for the best realtors in your area. You could also ask your family and friends who they've used in the past and if they could refer the realtor that they've used. Once you have accumulated a couple of realtors, I would then suggest that you go ahead and interview each realtor. As you're interviewing that realtor, make sure that you have specific questions and concerns that you want addressed. Because not only do you need a realtor that knows the business, who's very knowledgeable, but you also need a realtor who's going to mesh with your personality, okay? So you want a realtor who knows the market, who is going to, show you that they can kind of be patient with you, all right? You also want someone who's going to listen to you, all right? A lot of times I hear buyers say, you know what? I don't want to work with a certain realtor because they want to sell me what they want. I've told them that I wanted this and that, but they want to show me what they want to show me. So you definitely want a realtor who's going to listen to you, who's going to meet your needs because you're hiring them to do a service for you, right? So you want that realtor to definitely have your best interests at heart, not theirs, but yours, because it's about you as the buyer, not them. So by having those conversations with a realtor up front, that can kind of let you know the intent of that realtor. So I definitely urge you to, once you have, identified several realtors, that you go ahead and have those interviews with them. The second thing that you need to do is to get pre-approved. There is a difference between a pre-approval and a pre-qualification. The difference is that a pre-qualification is just when a loan officer pulls your credit. That loan officer is going to ask for your name, your social security number, and your address. And with that, they're going to pull your credit and see what your credit score is. Then they're going to ask you a little bit about your employment and your rental history or your previous mortgage history. They're not asking for any type of supporting documentation, no type of financial documentation. They are just looking at your credit and listening to what you've told them. And from there, they give you a roundabout amount as to what you qualify for. A pre-approval is when a loan officer not only gets your credit report, but they also get all of your financial documentation. They get your W-2s for the past 2 years. They get your bank statements for the past 2 months. They get your pay stubs for the past 2 months. They get all of your financial documentation. They look at your credit report, and then at that point, they can say, hey, this person qualifies for this amount of money. This is what their interest rate is going to be. And these are what the terms are going to be. We can get you a conventional loan, or we can get you a FHA loan. And if you're a veteran, we can get you a VA loan. And these are what the terms are going to be associated with the individual loans. So you definitely want to have a pre-approval over a pre-qualification. One may say, well, how do I get that pre-approval? Good question. You can actually go to your bank. You can ask your realtor, who do they use? Because a lot of times as realtors, we have connections with loan officers that we've worked with for however long we've been in the business. We trust them. They know how we work. We know how they work. And they're going to, because we're referring the business to them, they're going to make sure that the client is very well taken care of. So that's how you can get connected with a good loan officer. You can also look at, if you're not affiliated with a credit union, perhaps you can get on with the credit union. It's very easy to be a member of a credit union, but credit unions are definitely a way to go as it relates to mortgages as well. After you've gotten pre-approved, yay, congratulations to you. That's a huge, huge step. Then you'll get back with your realtor and you'll tell your realtor exactly what it is that you're looking for in a home. That realtor is going to gather up all of the information like how many bedrooms you're interested in, how many bathrooms, what area of town you want to be on, how you'd like your kitchen to flow, just everything that you can think of that you want in your home, you let your realtor know. Your realtor is going to put that information into the MLS, also known as our multiple listing service. You're going to put that in there, and then a list of homes are going to be produced that meet your criteria. That list is going to be shown to you, and then you tell your realtor, well, these are the homes that we would like to see, myself and my family. We'd like to see these homes. You'll go out, you'll look at those homes, and I suggest that you take a notepad with you and write down for each particular property that you visited, write down what you liked about that property and what you disliked about that property. Because when you come back at the end of your showings, then you can have a conversation with your realtor and just eliminate the houses that did not meet your needs. With that information, the realtor can really identify what you really like versus what you don't like. The reason why I say that is because a lot of times we think that we have to have this, or we definitely don't want that. But then once we get out there and we actually see different things, you're like, oh, you know what, that's not too bad after all. I can kind of live with that. So once you've gone out the first time and you've gotten that experience of touring the different homes and seeing how they flow, and then you can really identify what's important versus what's not important, that's going to make the searching of homes even easier. Okay? So after you have identified the home that meets the criteria for you and your family, then you'll get back with your realtor, and your realtor will go ahead and provide a comparative market analysis, also known as a CMA. That CMA is going to give you pertinent information as to what the homes in that area have sold for. It's going to tell you if the seller has provided any type of closing cost. It's going to also tell you how long the houses have been on the market. So with that data, you'll be able to submit a really good offer, right? So once you've submitted that offer, and we'll go into what an offer really entails, but once you've submitted that offer and you go through negotiations, which the agents will be negotiating on behalf of their clients. But once you get into that negotiation status, and then we actually have a meeting of the minds where the seller has agreed to your terms as the buyer and you as the buyer have agreed to the seller terms, then you're under contract. Once you're under contract, then that's when you have your home inspections done, you have your termite inspection done, you have your appraisal done, and then you're trying to complete the loan process of getting a full approval. So then once all of that takes place, then you're ready to close. Once you close on your house, that's when you get your keys. This was just a quick overview of the home buying process. Please stay tuned in as I elaborate on how to become a successful homeowner in this market. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel, Let's Talk with Tijuana. I invite you to subscribe and like my channel. And if you have any comments or questions at all, feel free to leave them. I would love to stay connected with you. Until we meet again, be blessed.